and welcome back to Reading Homestuck, the Epilogues. We got Mason and June here today. No Arthur, he is busy.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Well, Mason, I do believe it is your turn.
Right then, let me get into the Dirk flow. Oh, yes, here I am. I'm definitely a good person, totally, believe me.
Trust me, guys, trust me.
Trust.
Trust me, I would never say slurs. Except for that one time, and that other time, and that other time, and that other time.
You know, if you had a nickel for every time I said a slur, you would have enough money to not have to listen to me.
Time is money. Get on that Sigma grind set.
I'm sick as fuck.
Also, separately, please do not throw rocks at me. I'm very vulnerable.
My biggest weakness, rocks.
Jade kicks her shoeless feet behind her slowly, as if she's swimming with the current of the gravitational waves pulling her ever closer to their source. Her feet aren't completely bare, they're still covered by her grey-striped witch stockings, but the ruby slippers are gone. She kicked them off hours ago, as if to jettison all hope of returning anywhere resembling a place she used to call home. The fond remembrance of such a place no longer has any pull on her. Now something else entirely is pulling her. Believe me, I'm sympathetic to the temptation. It's just always there, isn't it? A limitless reservoir of emptiness perfectly available to you, patient, omnipresent, and dead ahead. As someone who grew up in the middle of an ocean, completely alone, on a planet purged of all human life 400 years before I was born, I understand the feeling well. Except for Roxy. I'm just neglecting to mention Roxy in this for some reason.
Roxy isn't an important person because,
I fucking hate Roxy.
Fucking pronouns!
She's next!
Fucking gender ambiguity.
Oh shit, I meant they.
Homestuck.
Fuck! God damn it, I keep getting it wrong. That's why they are next. So that I don't keep making the mistake. But something
God, he's
isn't
such
right
a
here.
chod.
She should really remember whatever it is she may be about to do. There's something about being alone for so long. It makes time feel like it doesn't exist. She knows this almost better than I do. Jade also knows well enough by now that time doesn't actually exist in a literal sense, the way we generally understand it. It's just one aspect of many and the complement of her own, space. It therefore can be neutralized by the introduction of her essence, reduced to white noise or soft light. The continuum of time is therefore demonstrably an illusion. The field of sequential moments and physical conditions that stretch on, resulting in the mirage of loneliness, is pure projection from disproportionate attention given to a single side of one cosmic polar pair of ideas, time. It's my way of saying, and thereby alerting her mind to what she already knows, that this feeling of all-consuming solitude and despair haunting her since childhood, it's in her head. It's all in your head. The ticking of time is a little contrivance in her mind as a byproduct of imbalance, of the vast disparity between her limited self and her ultimate self. It lives rent-free there, the way Dave once did, and for this version of Jade probably still does. He made fun of her sometimes when they were kids because she couldn't always keep real and fake things straight, but he never meant it seriously. It was just the way he showed that he cared, which is one of the things Jade always liked so much about him, that he's so clumsy and genuine underneath it all. Maybe Dave broke her heart a little, and he keeps doing it too, no matter how many different timelines they try out.
Nice.
She slips closer to the event horizon, still making no effort to impede her descent. My persuasion skills are admittedly a little rusty, bear with me here. In my experience, there's something about being alone that can take a person's limited meat engine and make it imagine that it can see beyond the confines of its own electrical processes. Make it believe that it is ascending to a place where it can see the 4 dimensions spread out beneath it like a set of windows, like sheet music, like a garden, where Jade used to spend so much of her time with her hands in the earth and her head in the clouds, dreaming about flowers that bloomed in 6 colors and grew when she played them a song. Was that real? It's hard to tell. But it made her happy, didn't it? Isn't that what she needs now? Isn't it reasonable to presume that the only thing capable of persuading her to slow her descent, to being invited to imagine, fake or otherwise, that which once made her happy? That which could still make her happy if she'd only slow down, think about it, and do whatever is necessary to place herself in those surroundings again? It's possible that manning the other end of a suicide hotline, transmitted through pure thought in a metatextual format, may not actually be my true calling. I'm doing my goddamn best here. She just isn't slowing down for some incomprehensible reason. Perhaps my touch is too soft, it wouldn't be the first time. Perhaps the limits of persuasion itself are being wrested by the most powerful gravitational force to ever exist. Or perhaps it's true that insistence is just the more effective half of persuasion. So I'm insisting now. Jade Harley will not go into that hole. She does not want us all to see what happens when she unsettles the spirit residing there.
She does, though.
Fucking yikes. Jade throws on the brakes. I say she does, but by now the gravity is overwhelming. Is she even trying to resist, or is it just that it's useless to try? I'm not sure if I can tell. Jade realizes, preferably before it's too late, that this is fucking serious. She needs to turn this around. She doesn't want this. She doesn't want to die.
She wants to return to me.
Alright, I'm done messing around. Your name is Jade Harley. You decide right now that you do not want to die. You resist the pull of the black hole with all your might. Killing yourself accomplished, sure. Most of your friends are dead. John is still looking for you. Do you want to let him down? Do you want to crush his soul? Do you have any appreciation for what he's going through, Jade? He can take you home, to your new home, Earthsea, the home I made for you, Jade. Your friends are all there, alive and well. Rose, Dave, Carcat, slutty adult Jade, Jane, Jake, Roxy, me. You wouldn't want to disappoint them. You wouldn't want to disappoint me, would you, Jade? You can avoid all this. The unpredictable consequences about to be unleashed by your thoughtless act. You can still turn this thing around. It's not too late.
But it is too late. Also, maybe don't call her alternate self a slut. That might help.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jesus Christ.
Maybe that would be... Also, we're on the official website now. Maybe that would be a good idea to not engage in right now.
Fuck you. Also, Christ. You're close now to the ceiling of the cancerous deformity. Too close. Just skimming the edge of this thing's vicious horizon. You dip your toes through the place where the singularity is snapping everything apart at the seams. It's so loud that it's completely silent. You can already feel yourself stretched thin, distorted, pulled out with your descent elongated for all eternity. When you look down, the stripes of your witchy tights go on for miles and miles. Please, Jade, don't ever say I didn't try to stop this.
She closes her eyes and lets go. And then she opens her eyes. Not the Jade who just returned to me. The Jade living on Earthsea, sleeping on a couch.
So, this is what we're doing now.
I guess we're not passing over the narration, because it's just continuing from the previous page.
I guess.
Fucking, I don't know, swapsies? Swapsies?
Oh, alright then, I'll swap, and you can be Dirk. Shall we start the page over?
Yes, fuck it. Honestly, this is fucking stupid at this point. I don't fucking know what we're doing anymore.
Alright, God damn it. I got confused. We're back. Get out of here. No, I need to get out of here and... You know what? Never mind. Let's go over this one more time.
What the fuck is going on? I'm so scared.
I don't know. There was another Dirk for a moment and I was very confused.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm right here.
Oh god, not
fuck off with
again.
that.
It's just like my childhood, but more.
Jeez, Homestuck Epilogues is really looking a lot more like Dirk Epilogues right about now.
What the fuck are you doing here, John?
They should make a Dave Epilogues. I'd be very good at telling a story.
I personally think a Rose Epilogue would be a lot
all
more
of those pages would be as long as the Bible.
Nah, see, I tell a very epic story about how, I don't know, I fucking kick in Jane's ass and by getting Carcat to win the elections.
Jiminy Willikers, I bet a Jake Epilogue would be right what the audience wants to see.
I'm going fucking insane. Can we start the page again?
And then she opens her eyes. Not the Jade who just returned to me. The Jade living on Earthsea, sleeping on a couch.
I also just remembered this other Calliope you talked like infinite before. But fuck it. She's not in Jade's body yet, so fuck it.
Technically, she hasn't become infinite yet, so don't worry about that. We're
adhering to
the linear passage of events across two different timelines.
Yes. I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke.
That's the Homestuck Epilogues, baby.
Now.
She snaps awake. Her human hands are clammy, her face, expressive due to the layers of flesh enveloping her skull, appears haunted to her friends.
Oh my god. Jade, you okay? Kelly, hurry, she's waking up.
John? Rose? Is Dave... What happened to...
Yeah, that's okay. Dave's cool, Rose is cool, everyone's just straight chillin' like usual.
I see how it is. You don't even intend to acknowledge me. Real fucking mature. If you're going to force the issue of this little meta-narrative tug-of-war between us, the least you could do is establish a clear adversarial dichotomy between our opposing goals. Pay attention to me, you bitch!
Jade stares straight ahead, feeling the weight of Roxy's arms around her shoulders. She derives no warmth from the interaction. Her mind is being flooded by the memories of her deceased splinter self, the chaos of battle, the excruciating impalement, the feeling of floating alone through the void. A chill spreads through her body. She will never be the same again.
Actually, you know what? I think Jade's doing just fine. She's wobbly when she gets up off the couch, sure. A little metaphysically stunned, but pretty used to the sensation of having a doomed self fold into the extra space in her grey matter. You know, considering it's already happened before. Remember Jade Sprite? People always forget about Jade Sprite, so maybe we could stand to dial down the melodrama just a bit.
When Jade turns to look at Roxy...
the thing!
Her eyes are completely blank.
Sorry, I had to.
I couldn't quite hear what you said.
You remember Thing?
You remember Thing, right? You've got to remember Thing. God forbid you forget Thing exists. See, I'm referencing the Thing.
The one who created the Homestuck Wiki. I'm not allowed to forget anything, and therefore neither are you.
And I was smart enough to make a version of a Homestuck Wiki that wasn't on fandom. I made it a fucking wiki. I made it a fucking proper wiki that's not bitches. So full of ads that you can't see what's happening. Because I care about information. Anyway, I think Roxy was saying something.
Well, what the actual F? Are you in there, Jade?
Jade does not answer. The dead cherub scans her surroundings, expression neutral. For the sake of clarity, the dead cherub is a phrase I am using in reference to myself. Presently, I inhabit Jade's body, and through her I may influence this world. I am enabled to convey events which take place here, and therefore confine the procession of causality to exist within a secure textual framework. My presence shall mitigate, if not altogether subdue, the corrosive effect on reality and the will of its occupants by those who would manipulate the way events are telegraphed for their own megalomaniacal objectives.
Okay, now you're just being passive-aggressive.
Despite his pretensions to a great design, the Prince of Heart cannot be allowed to continue to exert unchecked control over the authoritative recitation of events on this side of my horizon. It cannot be overstated the extent to which he represents a threat to the continued existence of both this world and corporeal life itself.
Damn, you better watch it with those hot takes. You might mildly scald someone with observations this fresh.
Prince uselessly squirms and wails in protest at his imminent narrative impotence. However, there's nothing he can do as long as Jade remains in this trance. There's nothing that little baby man can do.
I'm being chill as a cucumber about this, considering you're vague blogging the shit out of my methodological approach to storytelling right where I can see it, which is to say, directly into my fucking brain, apparently.
He's being such a bitch about it that he made his text smaller and thinner somehow. He reduced the font size as an attempt to sort of pull back on the reins, but it didn't work, and it's not going to happen, Captain.
I think you're just being a bitch about it.
Calliope emerges from the kitchen,
little guy,
carrying a bowl of cool water and a cloth. Jade turns her head to meet the sound of their footsteps. I came back as fast as I could. The bowl of water clatters to the floor. Calliope does not have human flesh and thus cannot go pale. What drains from them is not colour, but the comforting certainty of their very existence. They can sense the presence of their other self in Jade's body. Their timeline, fruitful, full of life and friends, sparks against mine, desolate, endless, Spartan with righteousness and resolve. Our divergent arcs collide in the primacy of their subconscious, bringing to the forefront of their mind the bleak fate they avoided by narrative fiat alone. Calliope's distress is obvious. Roxy slides off the couch to approach them, but Calliope stumbles backward in terror and trips in their desperation to escape. Roxy gapes at them.
What's going on? Calliope, that's okay. Just talk to me.
Calliope does not talk to them. Roxy looks to Calliope, then to Jade, sensing that there is dark energy coursing between them.
Would one of you just effing say something already?
Finally, Calliope lets out a shriek and flees the apartment. Roxy appears as if they intend to run after them, but finds themselves drawn back to Jade. They return to the couch as an unnerved look begins to disturb their features. Jade says nothing. She gives no indication that I inhabit her body, aside from the unusual appearance of her eyes. Anchoring myself here, in this host, is enough to serve my purpose. There is no need to operate this body beyond keeping it in reserve as a silent yet alert vessel for my cognizance. There are other priorities I must attend to, cosmologically. The work is very important. The prince must be kept at bay.
The work? Getting some pretty self-important vibes here. Like, maybe somebody needs to get over herself? I was just having a little fun. Ever fucking hear of that? Dead skull girl? Didn't think so. This all feels really heavy-handed suddenly. Like you're making a federal fucking issue out of what should be some light entertaining stuff. Just a bunch of loser adults trying to be the people they grew up to be. In the best ways they know how, but no, I guess you know best. Being an impossibly ancient alien recluse with virtually no exposure to human culture, emotion, or values, yeah, go ahead and just take over. Sounds fine to me.
Prince finds that his hold on the narrative is slipping through his hands. There's an old myth in Earth culture about katanas, that they've got your back, and that I would advise not getting killed by them, as their sword traps the souls of its victims. And also that if you keep the blade wetted to a machine, it can cut a silk scarf falling through the air cleanly in two. His hold over our perception shall be severed just as elegantly.
Yo, I get that you're attempting to spin a metaphor both relevant and specific to my self-made symbology here, and I appreciate the effort, I really do, but I just cannot stand by and let you shamelessly spread such irresponsible misinformation on a subject so near and dear to my heart. The katana is a cutting weapon. Inert, it's harmless. Deceptively so, you might say. Most dangerous things appear banal when inert. That's just basic physics. It's actually the motion of the katana that makes...
Roxy sets the cool cloth on Jade's forehead, much like one would set a katana on somebody's flesh, and frowns. They are worried and confused, but determined to care for their friend.
Hey, I'm in the middle of turning your apocryphal metaphor into something with substantive, allegorical weight here. I'd appreciate if you would...
In his haste to manipulate the events surrounding doomed Jade's ascent... Zoomed in. In the Which one again? I was zoomed in too close because your text was getting smaller and smaller, and also so that I could read the orange text earlier. But now I'm reading red text, which is much easier to read, so I didn't really need to stay zoomed in. But I just didn't even, it didn't even occur to me to zoom back out. Anyway, in his haste to manipulate the events surrounding Doom Jade's ascent toward an outcome favourable to himself, the prince has unwittingly revealed several glaring weaknesses. For one, he's a massive bitch baby. Two, by dictating the reality of others through expressions which he and he alone can relate to, he resorts to comparing all experience to his own. Presuming his status on this side of my horizon would forever go unchallenged, his hubris went unchecked. He exposed too much of himself to all who could observe his wanton display of self-gratification. Many of his personal biases and experiences have leaked through the seams of textual causality, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation by an adversary. Experiences such as the sensation of presiding over a vast empty ocean, his ocean which terminates with his horizon. It is a barrier, not real, but psychological, symbolic. No matter how much power he achieves as a man, he knows that there are horizons he perceived as a boy which he may never cross, and yet I have crossed mine, with the express purpose of perpetually and eternally reminding him of his limits, and of enforcing them. Limits, which, like his vast empty ocean, serve to remind him that he is phenomenologically, if not literally, alone, that he has experienced loneliness intimately and absolutely, just as I have. But unlike me, he's terrified by it, and I, unlike him, understand all too well that the children left alone are those who most despair at being ignored.
Fuck you, I fucking hate you, you're fucking boring, your narrative voice is a total fucking drag, and someday I'm going to make you pay for this.
There, can you hear it? Of course you can't. But even if you could, it would sound like nothing at all.
Fucking bitch, I fucking hate you, yeah.
You fucking took my controller, I'm going to fucking cancel you on
Mom said it's my turn
Twitter.com.
on the narrative.
Shall I take John?
I'm gonna go say slurs.
I'm going to go
Somewhere
see
else.
slurs. June, do you want to take, alternate Calliope since she's the narrator right now?
I guess I can try.
We're skipping her.
Is this good enough?
Good enough, yeah. I'll take Terezi's voice.
Yeah.
Man, it sounds
how
like there
long
was
have
an
you been
absolute...
watching?
Sorry, I can't help but feel like it... I can't help but feel like there's the sound of two narrators having a bitch-slapping fight 5 minutes ago.
To be honest, I thought I could hear it too, but I thought I was just going crazy from having this demon tooth lodged in my stomach. Anyway, what's up, Terezi? How long have you been watching?
To be fair. I've been watching long enough to smell you flailing about like a wiggler while talking to Jade's shoes.
Oh, awkward.
She stares at John for some time, a curious expression on her face. She says nothing for long enough that John begins to wonder if she has any use for him at all. Will she offer one last barbed jest before vanishing from his life again? For good this time? He hopes he means more to her than that, especially after all the trying experiences they've shared. And he does mean more to her than that. Her hesitation isn't meant to make him feel unwelcome. She's simply processing what she's seeing. Something is off about him.
John, do not take this personally, although I do absolutely mean it personally, but you smell like shit.
It isn't his unseemly appearance she finds surprising. He is gravely wounded, but it's not that either. Something else is different about him. Different somehow from how she thought he'd be when she imagined they'd next meet. Under all the gore, he smells too fresh. She decides to keep her observations to herself, lest she cause this ailing version of John more confusion.
She was talking to a version of John who was like in his 30s before.
Yeah, so basically, Terezi wasn't duplicated, and neither was anybody else who was still on the game.
Oh.
This is happening later from her perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you smell like shit too.
I I assume that you are correct, being that I've been out here for a certain amount of time with limited access to food and water. But I think that your situation is a bit more serious than mine, as you seem to be bleeding to death from a tooth in your chest.
John laughs, exposing his 2 rows of disarmingly dull human teeth. A signature characteristic of his smile.
Oh, this? It's only a flesh wound, haha.
Yes,
Your arm's off!
Your torso's off! But yes, John, generally wounds tend to happen to the flesh.
No, see, it's a movie reference. There's this knight and he keeps losing the fight that he's in, but he refuses to give up. So when they cut off his arms and legs and stuff, he keeps acting like it's no big deal. And to remain defiant, he keeps saying stuff like, it's only a flesh wound. Yeah.
Damn, he knows ball.
Damn, he knows the thing that I watched like at least 3 times in my
Well, brace yourselves, guys, because he might know ball,
play.
but he doesn't respect ball, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is that the title of the movie?
No, the movie is called Monty Python. It
Bullshit, it's not. It's called Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Get it right, you fucking idiotic hat.
Say the full title, clown. There are more than one Monty Python movie.
Which
It's
one is
called
it?
The one and only Monty Python movie that ever existed. There were definitely no others at any time in history. Trust.
Fucking
And it actually kind of
massively
sucks.
inaccurate. God, I'm gonna kill
Movies
him.
from the 90s are so much better. I
You
don't
ain't
even know
never
what
seen
this is.
fucking Life of Brian, you dipshit.
I love
my
every single
God.
movie from
I'm
the
gonna shoot
90s.
him.
Not a single one of them is bad. I must really be in bad shape here.
Kill
I will
yourself.
be once. I will be once the narrators are done with me.
Die. Perish, fool.
Bang.
Anyway, I think we're on narration now. I got lost in insulting John for being a fucking dipshit.
We haven't turned a page yet, so...
No, we're on narration.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, sorry. I thought you said I'm on narration, and I'm like, huh? Wait, we didn't turn a page?
If we turned a page,
and I
Mason
think-
would be on narration.
Yeah! That's why I was doubly confused.
So it wouldn't even be me. What?
Just I'm mad at you guys. That's fine. Just come out and say it.
Friggin'.
Teresi tips her head to one side, with what John personally regards as a cute expression. One he believes is unique to her. Whether he is correct or not, it's his belief that there is no one else who emotes in this manner. It's both quizzical and mocking, 2 descriptors that he considers to be an apt summation of her personality as well. John pauses, reflecting on the word cute as it passes through his mind. He wonders if this really is what he thinks of Teresi, without influence, without delirium, without mistaking one emotion for another, but it is what he thinks of her, quite truthfully. I have no desire to interject thoughts into others' minds, or to sway intent. Nor do I see value in masking the reality of the emotions that I transcribe. This is how he feels. His mind, however, has a habit of being less clear about his thoughts than I am willing to be. John would be mortified with human embarrassment if he could understand the clarity and precision with which I am willing to telegraph his thoughts. But his embarrassment is irrelevant to me. As always, the truth is paramount. John thinks Teresi is very cute. He always has. He thinks she's small for how big she talks, and has a nose that resembles a button. These qualities he regards as particularly adorable, due to their sharp contrast with her harsh and incisive demeanour. John recalls the concept of gap moe, a term which the prince, speaking from his self-aggrandized position as a scholar of ancient Asian earth lore, once explained to mean a charming, measured discrepancy between one's archetypical appearance and idiosyncratic personal attributes. Teresi is definitely cute. John decides John decides. The conclusion is now at the forefront of his mind.
I don't fucking believe this.
Shut up,
believe I'm
bitch.
catching strays like that. Like, seriously,
Okay.
what did I do to deserve that? I mean, what specifically?
Like, what did I do to
I'm
deserve
sorry,
any of
you
this,
are
except
the
for all the
rapist.
things I've done? Those don't count.
You are the rapist, therefore shut up.
Me, 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 me.
Me, 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 me.
That's what you sound like, yes. I am glad we agree on this.
I was impersonating you, you fucking
No fucking
dipshit.
way.
You fuck... I'm going to go watch anime again.
Okay,
know,
yes,
the
go
one
jack off
anime.
in
In a closet.
Shut up.
But he still resists, doubts himself. Perhaps it's even weirder to frame it in this way, he wonders. He fears he is in danger of seeming like the type of creepy human male who is likely to collect large pillows bearing the illustrated images of Japanese Earth females. To me, this idea means nothing, but it is causing him to sweat. He's worried that these are the thoughts entertained by a man of low character, by perhaps a scoundrel. His worries are interrupted as Teresi floats over and flicks him on the forehead.
Don't strain yourself thinking too hard there, Egbert.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it was a dumb metaphor. It's one of those Earth things that's probably impossible for an alien to understand. Maybe it's the blood loss. I'm probably making a fool of myself here.
John, your Monkey Python anecdote was vintage Egbert tier, Adora stupid. Don't worry about it. Besides, on Eternia it would be considered weird for someone to stop a fight just for losing a limb.
Really?
Yeah, if someone in the military ran away just for that, they'd probably get culled.
Wow, Alternia sucked.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Teresi sways, feeling woozy. John reaches out to catch her shoulders, steadies her. Now closer, he examines her face in detail. Her complexion is chalky. Compared to humans, trolls have little color to lose when they feel ill. There is a pallor to them, a dusty quality running deeper than the surface of the skin.
Whoa, are you okay?
Of course not. John, I am in the process of starving to death. Didn't I just say I've been out here for a long time?
Alright, I'm just worried about you, dumbass. You don't need to jump down my throat about every little thing.
I'm sorry.
Just... How long have you been out here, Teresi?
I have no idea. Time passes differently here, and not always in a straight line. Sometimes it feels like I've been here 100 sweeps. I'm not even sure that's not true. It's hard to stay anchored.
Ooh, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Here, look. I found my dad's wallet floating out here, like, fucking randomly. Can you believe that?
Hmm?
Let's see if there's any food in it.
She hesitates, weighing her temptation to playfully antagonize John against the virtue of sincere expression. There are times she worries the latter may be more appropriate.
Thanks, Egbert.
No problem. We're friends, Teresi. It's not like I'm gonna let you die out here just because we bicker sometimes. You don't have to be so on guard. Actually, I'm glad to see you. I've been thinking about you a lot lately.
When John opens the wallet, the first thing he sees stored in the capacious modus is a spare car. His ever-prepared father must have catalogued a second one as a backup. Perhaps, as John speculates, in case his primary vehicle got a flat tire. Sorry, that's a really
fuck
funny.
replacing a flat
I
tire.
don't-
Just get a second car.
Well, I've got a flat tire, so I don't think I need to replace the tire. I'm going to replace
Well,
the
it's time
car.
to throw out the entire car
Boing!
and get a new one.
A world with
How do you
fucking,
explain that
like,
to the
fetch
people at
loader
work?
truly is fucking ridiculous.
Well, if it's an identical copy, who's gonna know?
Well, yeah, I guess if it's identical to the old one.
But but I assume as well, it is just funny of just like, well, let's pick up the previous car and just put down the new one. It's more a matter of, it's a fucking ridiculous sight for anyone who happens to look out the window and watch it happen. Because they're just looking out.
Dude.
Egbert's,
I just saw a guy get a flat tire and he pulled out a whole new car. What the fuck, man? Only in fucking Ohio.
Brad, you need to stop smoking all the meth.
somehow,
What?
Dad Egbert being fucking like a superhuman overhears this and goes, "We're in Washington!"
I
What?
think I drank too much meth, guys.
I think I took all the drugs. I don't think he's real. He's like the government.
Have you ever seen
Government
his
is
eyes,
birds.
dude? Have you ever seen his
Birds are
eyes?
cameras, and the cameras are for the government, but the government's also birds.
I think his eyes are cameras.
If you zoom out from this scene, you see their walls are made of JPEG artifacts. They are Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff.
Holy shit!
Did you say
I'm
hello,
Sweet
Jeff?
Bro.
That's my favourite
meant
food
Hello
delivery
Jeff.
service, Hello
think
Jeff.
I don't know if that was a flub on Discord's part or a flub on my part. I don't know. Maybe a flub on
It's
your
me.
part.
I'm
Hearing it, I don't know.
I'm subscribed to Hello Jeff.
happened.
They send me they send me artifacted memes in the mail every month.
Yeah, all for the glory of the Israeli state.
Oh God, Yuta Okotsu involved in.
I think it's HelloFresh. I could be wrong.
Uh,
It might be a different one. I know one of them is Israeli.
Anyway, you what, John?
Hold that thought. Check this out.
John deploys the spare car. It looks brand new, like the day his father brought the other one back from the dealership. It strikes John as the first bit of good luck he's had all day. Terezi is less impressed.
I like to imagine the second one, the second car, the spare car. Dad Egbert just went, I don't think the dealership will need this one. Boom.
Yeah, how are you going to explain that on your tax returns, Egbert Senior?
Well, it's just in his they can't prove it exists.
Who's gonna know?
The
How would they
IRS
know?
doesn't. The IRS can't.
Well,
just
I mean,
look
the IRS
inside
certainly
of his
doesn't exist
wallet.
anymore. Earth got destroyed.
Well, yeah, of course. So it's
Double
fine.
convenient. Doubly convenient. Anyway. Is this pathetically primitive four-wheel device edible, or am I misunderstanding something here?
No, it's just that
John's vision is dark and blurry around the edges. He is reminded he is not in perfect physical condition either, and could use a moment of rest. He climbs onto the trunk of the car, assuming a sitting position with his legs dangling in front of the bumpers. He exhales and then turns to look at Terezi. He pats the place beside him, inviting her to sit. She looks skeptical but relents, shimmying up next to him on the chrome. She struggles out of the straps of her rocket pack. They sit silently for several minutes, shoulders 2 inches apart. The atmosphere is thin and chilly. Below their dangling feet, the black hole looms. Watching them above, the sky seems to stretch on more infinitely than a typical infinite expanse. Without being boxed in by the properties of space or time or a domain expansion. John observes Terezi watching the sky. The light flickers meteoric over her sharp features. It casts pools of shadow beneath her eyes and in the dip of her neck. His innocent thoughts continue with the cautious yet growing confidence of a skittish animal creeping out of the woods. It is confident only in its surety of being unnoticed, like this. He does not think she is cute at all. No, she is beautiful. This vision of her is haunting to him.
It's really a mess out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
He opens the wallet again, both search for something edible to take his eyes away from her. Objects begin appearing around him as he leaps through the cards. A crumpled fedora, silk tie, his father's backup cufflinks.
What are you doing out here anyway?
What do you think I'm doing out here? Looking for Vriska, of course.
Still?
What do you mean, still?
Well, it's been years. At least from my perspective it has. What have you seen since you started looking? There's just nothing out here. Not anymore. If you haven't found her yet, I hate to say it, but she's probably not here. I mean, she went to fight Lord English, right? I was just there and I didn't see her, and I'm pretty sure everyone who was there is dead now. I wouldn't be surprised if we're the only two people left alive out here.
Terezi stares at him with her wide red eyes.
Years?
Yes. Oh, a year is about half a sweet...
I know that, fool.
Oh.
Just sinking in. How time has passed differently for us.
Right.
Time, not in the literal sense of seconds passing by, but progress. You've changed so much, and all I've done is waste my entire lifespan walking in circles.
Hey, let's not throw in the towel just yet. So do you think... Do I actually look that much different to you?
Terezi appears delighted. Oh, sorry. I read the wrong line. Fuck. I'm out of order. I've created a time paradox. Shit.
See, this is why I'm in charge. This is why I'm in
Trenci's
charge of the
delighted at the
narrative,
question.
you stupid fucking idiot, you dumb fucking stupid idiot baby.
Shut up.
Oh, please,
Shut up.
like you've never flubbed your line.
Go finish in the closet. Back you
No,
go. Back in the closet. You disgusting gooner.
I'm already out of the... everyone knows I'm gay.
She leans in close to sniff him carefully. I'm sorry, I need Dirk in a... I need... Thumbnail, you gotta put Dirk in the closet.
Okay, that is an idea.
And they just
I
have,
might
like,
go
a
just
line
somewhere
screen
on the
with red eyes,
thumbnail.
and then-
Like,
and
not the entire thumbnail, just
text,
somewhere.
The thumbnail text
Again,
just
we'll
says,
see.
get back in there.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll figure
And then
something
have, like,
out.
and then have, like, John and Terezi with, like, question marks over their head, not, like, not quite being able to hear this.
And maybe like one of those like, just like on the forehead it just says Gooner or some shit.
We'll
On
see
Dirk's
how...
forehead.
We'll see, alright? You're throwing a lot of ideas at me, and I'm not sure I can get all of them in at the same time, you know? There's only so much space.
Talk.
We'll
Audience.
see.
You
Will
know.
see.
He's a
Alternatively,
quitter.
I might just say no to these ideas, which wouldn't be quitting, it would be just going, I have a better idea.
Damn.
We'll see.
Unwilling.
We'll see how it goes.
Unwilling.
Anyway,
Did we actually get a clean read of the line at the top?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I did.
You smell older, but not as old as I thought you'd be.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Oh, what is that?
Terezi appears delighted. She quickly snatches something out of the open wallet. It is a can of human shaving cream. She clutches it with covetous desperation, her mouth watering.
Terezi, no, that's not food. Terezi, no, don't eat that. Ah!
John is too late. She sprays the airy white foam directly into her mouth. She is slurping the earth product known as barbasol greedily, groaning in pleasure as it runs down her chin in viscid, frothy rivers. John's eyes bulge at the unappetizing spectacle.
We've
He
made
wants
everybody
to-
to shaving cream
On
round.
the first page. Shaving cream round.
Oh, my fucking bad shaving cream.
I can't believe you ate the whole thing.
Okay, if I do, whatever happens, Terezi's gonna be on the thumbnail. I'm gonna have her fucking like top half of her head like flipped off. Shaving cream bottle falling into flipped up split Terezi face. It's fucking.
But just the thumbnail is just Terezi's face smiling, and she's like holding the barbasol, and it's gonna be like, get to that.
See, I'm just imagining this. I'm just imagining some shit like, hold on. Some shit like this. Like, the set, like,
The Goku.
Teresa's just the... Yeah. But it's just the... Anyway. He watches with a strange mixture of disgust and fondness. He briefly wonders about the caloric value of the foam. However, regardless of its nutritional merit, it does appear to have restored some of her vigor. So he decides not to interfere. He feels a twinge of pain in his chest and considers it maybe on account of missing her so greatly, but no, it's just my brother's tooth, lodged deep in his chest, spreading its poison. Really should be extracted before it's too late.
Do you feel better?
Yes.
That's good. But personally speaking, I feel like total shit. I think we should go back. Home, I mean.
She grabs him by the shirt.
Hey, hold on, narration. I have a line. Hold the phone.
Bro, I'm so fucking tired.
Maybe you should give the narration back to someone who's a little qualified.
Go back into the closet, Guna.
Get back into your goon cupboard.
Do you want to say the line again, Alex, without an interruption?
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think so, actually.
She grabs him by the shirt. Her voice begins to waver. He notices desperation in the dark circles under her eyes.
Please, John, can we just stay a little longer?
His mind knows he must say no. His sense of self-preservation insists on it, but he simply can't. He redoubles his effort to ignore the pain. He fights back tears. She can sense his great struggle, but says nothing. With a tilt of his head, he gestures towards the car.
Okay. We can stay a little longer. Why don't you rest in the back seat so you can save your energy? I'll drive. Not literally drive, but you know.
Terezi crawls in back, while John floats into the driver's seat. He summons a gust of wind to propel the car through the decaying medium, as he once did in the battlefield so long ago. Terezi closes her eyes the moment her head hits the seat. She snores heavily. John makes a concerted effort not to be creepy about it, by his own estimation of the word's meaning, yet cannot stop looking at her in the rearview mirror. He tells himself it's just to make sure she's still breathing. That it's just to make sure she's actually there.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, fucking it!
I'm off the table when it comes to voicing Jane because I need to do the narration. Smile.
So, June, you're up.
What if I died? Like on the spot.
Well,
Ghost June.
yeah, Ghost June. We've double.
I can't get rest in the afterlife.
No.
Fine.
The elevator to Jane's office opens, and she stumbles inside. The last traces of trickster mode are bleeding off her aura. The great gift of this sacred boon has run its course for the evening, and though she is not as grateful as she should be, she nevertheless acknowledges the extraordinary benefit it has afforded her with a slight nod to the mirror. She pulls a hand through her hair, watching in the reflection as the last of the pink coloration fades to black. She's been campaigning this way for some time now. In fact, it's been over a week since she was last seen in public without the aura bestowed to her by the divine lollipop juju. There are many benefits to trickster mode, in that it imbues one with an endless supply of enthusiasm and supernatural positivity. Additionally, it prevents one from dwelling on any given personal problems, or the greater implications of any political statements one might make. However, while a great portion of the electorate adores Jane's elevated sense of charisma and presence when she is in trickster mode, as they should, there are just as many detractors who claim that the whole thing is extremely problematic. I doubt this is true, but must also acknowledge it exceeds the scope of my expertise to comment on the subject. She's literally doing her political campaign under the influence of hard psychedelic drugs.
Oh my god, this is just like all those politicians who bump coke before they go and do a rally.
Cocaine Jane.
Thing that I was already
That's what they
convinced
call
was
her.
real. I didn't need Homestuck to double it down.
That's what they call her. They call her Cocaine Jane, apparently.
They don't call her Jane Crocker, they call her Jane Crack.
Oh my god. That just reminded me, I saw this the other day, like, it was like someone had, like, uploaded, like, a political ad for, like, someone who was, like, running for, like, Congress in America, but I was like, what is this? And then I click on it and I start listening. I'm like, hold on a fucking sec. Is that fucking Matthew Mercer?
Whoa. SBO getting in the political campaigns.
Yeah, that was. But I'm just now imagining like one of those like, because Americans have like attack ads on their like political opponents. So I'm just imagining one of like the Carcat like attack ads is just like Cocaine Jane. She wants to commit a genocide on the troll population.
Do you want this addict in the White House? ?
Vote for Carcat today.
Yeah, I'm not on fucking drugs. So at least I got that going for me.
There's a speaker attached to the billboard, and it just repeats Carcat going, yeah, I'm not on fucking drugs all the time. That usually helps with policy.
This is an attack ad, so it'd be like on the radio or some shit, or like a TV. So it'd just be a recording.
So it just ends with, yeah, I'm not on fucking drugs. That helps.
So, Mr. Bantus, could you please explain to me what you believe to be the strongest, the strongest positive in your political campaign? What do you really think you bring to the table?
Not being on
let's
crack?
see. I don't slam drugs before every campaign speech, so I think I've got that going for me.
Just a start, you know. I also
I
don't
go on, but I
believe
feel like that
genocide
really
is a good
Oh,
idea.
you know,
also
just a
everything.
fucking flex on this bitch.
I don't want to do a genocide, and I don't do shit tons of hard drugs before every public appearance, so, those both help, I think.
Well, voters, the fate of Earthsea is in your hands.
Genocidal drug addict, or a normal guy. Normal man, innocent man.
Anyway.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's not problematic.
Jane erupts alone in the elevator, seemingly talking to herself. She appears to be responding to her own inner monologue, which I, admittedly, am presently conducting. She appears to agree with me on this matter. The Juju has truly blessed her with great wisdom. She's crashing out to the benefit of absolutely no one.
I have endured this argument for years, and I do honestly cannot see a single thing about it that could be even thinly construed as problematic. I'm just a cokehead. That's not a problem. Most of corporate America did it. Furthermore, despite the fact that I emphatically do not find it to be... I'm sorry.
It's only a problem when I stop doing trickster mode. It's only a problem when I can't do it, alright?
Oh, she's just a drug addict. It's fucking hilarious. This is fucking great.
Oh, thank...
Furthermore, despite the fact I emphatically do not find it to be problematic, I have in the past politely refrained from indulging in the profane pleasures of the trickster lollipop out of respect for those who do find offense with it. I would call those people fucking chumps, personally, but sometimes Mama needs her hit.
Yeah, you hear that? Sometimes I don't do drugs just for the benefit of other people. I'm not a horrible person.
In the past, I used to not do drugs for the benefit of other people. Now, I don't give a shit. But I used to not do it for the sake of
Mama
other people.
can't wait no more.
And that
I made a severe and
means
continuous
I'm
lapse of judgment in that I didn't do drugs for a period of time, but now I'm back on that grind set.
See, I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine because I've materially gotten worse. That's how it works. Anyway, however...
Yeah. However, citizens of the human kingdom delight in my tricksy antics, and what sort of politician would I be if I were to deny my core voting demographic that sort of red meat? Or candy, I suppose.
She said it! She said the thing!
Roll fucking credit!
She said the
That's it.
fucking thing! Oh my god!
Fuck!
Oh my god, she said the fucking thing!
Oh my god.
The slide whistle of narrative conscience. The end is nigh. The kazoo of self-awareness. Oh, fuck.
Bro is breaking out the fucking orchestra.
I'm pulling the props out. I've got the props. Fucking, he ain't here, but fucking...
The clown horn of metatextual doom. Ah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm breaking out all the fuck-ass instruments, you fucking dipshit.
No,
So that's why you've
me.
been in the closet so long. You were looking
No,
for all
Dirk,
those
that's me.
instruments
I'm
while
the
you
sound
goon.
section. Get back in the gooner hole. Go. Get fucked.
This is not fair. I will not be silenced for my opinions.
Nah, shut
My
the
brother
fuck
is
up.
rich and famous. You can't
I'm
do
the
this to me.
super narrator. I'm just reading the shit that the
I may
narrator
go
says.
back to
I'll
the
be
closet,
even you,
but
dickhead.
You
Die in the
can't
goon
stop
hole.
me.
Die in the goon hole.
You can't stop what is already begun. By
What,
that
you
which I
nine
mean
in
I've
the
gooned
goon
for the
hole?
last 10 hours.
Anyway, we're at
To
to
imply I'm
imply.
superciliously and recklessly stoking potential dangerous cultural fires is honestly an insult. I am guilty of only one crime, energizing my base.
She's
Well,
saying
I
it better
energize
than I could
myself
possibly
with
say
my
it myself.
voice.
I've isolated the sample of her saying I am guilty, and that's all I need.
That's all
It's
I
unusually
needed to hear.
gratifying to witness someone with such a high regard for hallowed cultural artifacts and the unparalleled blessings they bestow upon lesser beings.
Wait, who am I talking to?
Jane wraps her eyes under her glasses and groans. Trickster mode is also quite exhausting, but a strange quirk of human biology that excess euphoria must necessarily be followed by crippling despair. She carelessly tosses the lollipop on the floor, lurches toward her desk. No. She turns around promptly, her body jolted by the surprise of her sudden reversal. She bends over, cradles the lollipop reverentially, and situates it carefully in a place signifying respect, atop the mantel, after clearing space for it by shoving several brittle, worthless objects to the floor. Like an urn that has some sort of ash in it. I don't know what that's all about. Only then does she drag herself to her desk, her legs shaking as if she had just run a great distance. The moment she sits down, her phone begins to ring.
Yes.
Yo, don't spend too much time in trickster mode.
Is that all you've got to say?
In general, not by a long shot. But pertaining to this specific issue, yeah, because you should know better. At this rate, you're going to... At the rate you're going, you'll burn yourself out before we even go to the ballots. Can you just trust me on this, for once? I'm a bit too preoccupied at this exact moment to turn my chair backwards and rap at you about the dangers of dope.
Not so bad, MK.
Oh my god.
I'm going to hit you with some fucking dare bars if you keep this up.
I'm going to grab you like Mr. T and shake some sense into you and then smile creepily.
Do you want me to send you the
Lisa?
snake video?
No, we're not referencing the.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what
the
you're talking
snake
about.
video. Hey, little dude. Send your mom and daddy out the room.
What? What the fuck?
You
I don't know why
what?
this other Dirk is overreacting. I just started the video and I'm playing it down the phone at you.
I know what I'm doing, Dirk. Do I need to remind you that all of this was initially my idea?
In that case, how about we tap into some of that outrageous political acumen of yours, dial back on the manic pixie dream candidate bullshit, and focus a little more on substantive policy speeches?
Oh, come on, Dirk. Both you and I know that isn't how politics work.
Yeah, you're right. I can't believe I actually said that with a straight face.
You say everything with a straight face. Despite
Another
being
fair
the gayest motherfucker I know.
Fucking excuse me? There's plenty of gayer motherfuckers out there. I just happen to be amongst the gay motherfuckers.
But I don't know them. I know you.
Bitch, have you seen Jake? Ever. Like he's bisexual, but he is gayer than me.
My character needs to ignore that fact in order for me to not have a mental breakdown.
Another fair point. See, Jane, this is why you're going to clean his fucking clock at the debates. All I'm saying is, there are better ways to go about unscrupulously manipulating the electorate than burning through your entire lifespan's supply of dopamine.
Like, perhaps, gaining the ever-vaunted endorsement of one Jake English.
Exactly.
You know, the last time we spoke about this issue, I could have sworn you asked me to let you handle Jake.
I guess I did say that.
Dirk, are you doing okay? It's very unlike you to forget details like that.
I'm fine, Jane.
Prince is not fine. He's a little bitch baby. He is not the type who takes well to having his plans upended, or his control of a shared vehicle fully suppressed. My brother wasn't much that type either. Yes, that's right, Dirk. I'm directly comparing you to Caliborn. Cry about it.
Oh, fuck off, I'm nothing like that guy!
What guy?
Forget it, I was talking to someone else.
Who? Is there someone else there with you?
No, it's nobody. Let's just drop it, okay? Yet unfortunately for everyone in the corporeal realm, the prince isn't the type to overlook the need for backup plans either. He devises contingencies for both success and failure, wheels within wheels as he likes to imagine. In his workshop, the prince machinates, while the seer both diminishes and ascends. He is being careful to make sure the precise nature of his activity is obscure. He closes his mind to all observation. He scatters many stray parts across his work table and busies himself with a variety of misleading mechanical tasks to hide the true intent of his schemes from me. But certain objects and actions strike me as more notable than others. That very long red rifle on the table, for instance, a weapon that does not belong to him and has not been used in a long time. He's been returning the rifle between his other menial activities of probable misdirection. Returning to it, he dismantles it, reassembles it, slides off the receiver cover to examine the firing mechanism. The prince clearly believes he's a very clever boy. My brother did too.
Christ. So, on the Jake issue, unfortunately my influence is a little limited at the moment.
What does that mean?
Whole lot of bullshit that I don't have the time or patience to explain right now. All you need to know is that I'm working on a solution to both my problem and yours. Until then, you should figure out how to get Jake to, at the very least, avoid taking a side.
Actually, I have been thinking. Perhaps this attempt to get Jake on our side is the wrong angle from which to approach this vexing problem. Wouldn't it be much easier to discredit him or blackmail him? He's much beloved in the Troll Kingdom for his carefully cultivated posterior, true. But we both know that his bottom is not the only intimate attribute for which he is famed amongst the trollish citizens. It would take almost nothing to expose his many dalliances through the human media.
Hoo boy.
I know, not to be judgmental, but his zipper is as loose as his pants are tight.
That's not what I meant by hoo boy.
You don't think it would work?
Oh, it could work. A certain illusion of boyish innocence is an important part of his brand. You contrast that innocence with the gyrating of his sinewy thighs, beaming raw, sweaty sexuality right into the camera on live TV 5 nights a week. That's what makes Jake English work as a marketable commodity. The tension between the two, the inherent friction there. He's gotta look coy as all get out, like he has no idea how sexy he is. If you actually got him into bed, he'd completely disintegrate into a blushing mess of hesitation and sexless uncertainty.
Wow. I've never heard anything more preposterous in my life.
Yeah, well, his fans get off on it.
So what's the problem?
The part of your plan that involves exposing his promiscuity with trolls in order to hurt his chances with the human vote, and thereby framing interspecies sex as an inherently scandalous thing. I don't know, Jane, that sounds pretty fucking xenophobic.
Not again. What isn't xenophobic?
Well, for one thing, what you just said there, probably also xenophobic.
What?
Sorry, that's just how it is. We either gotta roll with the woke shit or decide to commit laboriously symbolic melodramatic suicide in the process of utterly giving up. Yes, it is confusing. But that's why you're lucky to have me as your top advisor and strategist.
It's the reason why he killed himself in the Candy timeline, because he didn't want to be woke.
I don't want to be woke. I don't think that's
I
what he meant.
That's the actual
but that
reason.
is also
Well,
a very fucking
that's the upshot
wild
from that
implication.
alone.
I don't want to be woke. I gotta go to the fucking clock tower.
Prince appears to have discarded the pretense
Dawn
of
is the
misdirection at
final
his work
day.
table, and is focused solely on the red rifle. He clicks the casing back into place. He sets the weapon on his shoulder so he can test the view through the scope. The setting sun bounces off the slick red metal and slices a bar of light across the wall behind him.
Dirk, do you want to help want me to deal with Jake or not. You've offered nothing helpful yet, but you shot down all of my ideas.
That's because lately all your ideas have been fucking terrible, Jane. Seriously, you've got to quit the trickster pub. It's rotting your brain.
Said the heathen, the cur, a true Philistine. Jane's head swivels sharply to look at the juju on the mantel. She admires it longingly, piously. She will never relinquish her priceless boon, no matter what reprehensible lies the prince whispers into her ear. Cue Dirk Strider. Cue.
Then what do you want me to do?
Play defense for a while. Like I said, I've got some cakes in the oven, so to speak. One might even call them irons in the fire. Nope, that's somebody else's phrase.
Hey, that's my fucking thing. Fuck off.
Whatever.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
sue you for fucking plagiarism, you bitch.
Try it. But we can't set them on the cooling plate just yet, so go make some fondant in the meantime.
Jane frowns. The baking metaphor felt like one contrived purely for her benefit, and therefore condescending. Like, if maybe Dirk was a better character, he would have said something completely different that was much cooler.
Says the one throwing a fucking tantrum over a lollipop.
I'll shove that lollipop where the sun don't shine. And if
No,
she
you
hates how
won't.
effective
You know
it
you
was.
can't. You know you can't bring yourself to shove that thing up an ass. It would ruin it.
It would ruin you.
Infinite trickster mode until he explodes.
Then you might come to appreciate it. She laments her own weakness for being so easily swayed by a well-delivered baking comparison. She lets the prince go and begins making her own plans. In his workshop, the prince lines up an imaginary shot. He pulls the trigger, listening to the pieces within slide and click together in a satisfying concert of metallic sounds. Impeccably assembled, perfectly greased. The gun is not loaded, but the shot goes off without a hitch. What do you think you're up to, prince?
Your ass is mine, Jake English.
He speaks under his breath inaudibly, perhaps frustrated, unaccustomed to scheming while others look over his shoulder. It's possible he's not as bold or as confident in his own designs as I believed. A little baby man.
I fucking said, your ass is mine, Jake English.
Well, I'm not Jake English, so that threat was entirely empty.
I think we're gonna end here.
Yeah, before these two get into another
Yeah.
pissing match.
Before we
Holy
spiral into another
shit.
just mess of shenanigans.
Holy shit.
Okay, so that means it's
I
going to
like
be...
that we're no longer in control of the rapist. Or the rapist is no longer in control.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna keep calling him.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Like, Jesus, Jane, I know I might be the rapist, but at least I'm not the racist.
You've also said slurs. What the fuck are you talking about?
We don't talk about that.
Do you want me to repeat that?
I mean, you
I think
probably
we should
already
end the
have.
episode.
Anyway, so yeah, what do we think of this episode other than the Dirk now being
nice
made
change in
bottom
narration.
bitch narrator?
It's funny.
It was pretty funny.
Good time.
I'm interested to see where the John and Terezi stuff goes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Because I'm
It's a
trying
good
to
thing we
remember
have
when the
Stubbs here as
car
well, 'cause
appeared.
of who's just
When the car
right
appeared
here.
in fucking
Yeah, the car appeared in the candy timeline. It had teal blood in it. And John
Yeah,
was like, wait, was
so-
Terezi bleeding in here? So what the fuck's up
Maybe.
with that?
What
knows?
happened here?
What happened?
I need to know. Anyway,
yeah.
those are my thoughts.
I mean, to be fair, injured trolls do bleed a lot without dying, so... So it is very
Oh
possible
shit! I
she
cut my
survived.
finger.
Oh shit, who redecorated in here? Oh, never mind.
Let me get you a band-aid, Terezi.
God damn. God damn.
But yeah, no, it's some good shit, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Quality. So, outro time.
If you like this video, hit the like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone. And we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things like Dicey Deeds Lancer. This week we'll finally be getting into the meat of Mission 2. No.
Ooh.
No, it's not out yet. Editor me, cut the start of the thing. Cut the start of the name. But yeah, that's coming out this week. Gonna be a good time. We already know it was fun. The first session of it, because we've recorded it, but it's not out yet. You can also see the downtime stuff from before the mission, which is already out. So you can check that out. It's good shit. We upload other stuff. Digging Rimper, writing Homestuck, a lot of stuff. Some variety things here and there, some Ring Racer stuff here and there. A lot of fun stuff that we do on Thursdays or Fridays. So you can check those out when they come out.
Hooray!
Hooray! You can also follow me on Tumblr. I post stuff there sometimes. Not super often. But I post the stuff that I make for writing Homestuck there, so you can check that out. You can also send me asks, send me DMs, send me whatsoever you choose. YouTube does sometimes eat your comments, which is very frustrating for all involved. So, if you want to send me something and YouTube says you cannot, send it to me on Tumblr and I'll actually be able to see it. You can also follow June on Tumblr and on Instagram. June.
Yeah, you can follow me in those places. Stuff does happen occasionally.
Hell
I don't know
yeah.
why I did it like that, but fuck it, that's what you're getting.
That's what you're getting. That's what you receive. And you can also follow our friend Arthur on Twitch. Again, he's not here today. He's busy with stuff. But he will be back probably next week, I think. Not 100% sure.
Next week, doing Dank Souls.
Indeed, he will be back on Twitch doing Dark Souls soon. Maybe next week, maybe after that, maybe before that, who knows? I don't know. I don't know super precisely. Scheduling. It's a whole thing. But you can check that out. I think he said he was going to aim for Friday, I think. I'm not sure. But yes. Doing Dark Souls streams starting between 6:30 and 8 p.m. GMT and going for 2 or 3 hours after that point. It's just a fun little chill thing, so you can just pop in, say hi, hang out. You know, it's that sort of situation. And Mason, do you have anything you wish to say at the end of this episode of Reading Homestuck, the Epilogues?
I want to say thank you all so much for watching. We love making these. We hope you enjoy watching them. Please check out the Lancer downtime that's already come out and the beginning of Mission 2, which is coming out later this week. It was a lot of fun. It was very hectic, as Lancer often is. And it's great to be back on the scene with that. And it's, provided things don't go horribly wrong, it's only going to get better from there.
Oh, fingers crossed. But yes.
Yeah.
Fun time, though. And with that, we will see you in the next video. Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.